we're back. And well, I was having a great day. Matter of fact, I slept well and I was just sleeping before the stream. Harsh Wadekar, yo, welcome to the stream, bro. How are you? So yeah, today we have our first race since the summer break, since well the Belgian Grand Prix, and as of now, Lewis Hamilton is still your race winner, the most recent race winner. Of course, that is going to change today after Lewis Hamilton was awarded a three-place grid drop for impeding Checo in Q1. Well, kind of harsh, but I think we do need to be strict with the rules and all. But I just think, yeah, we cannot ignore Max now, can we? What he did in FP3, but let's not. I'm not trying to start some controversy here, but well, the facts are facts. Lando Norris is on pole, the man who has never led into turn one ever when he started from pole, versus Max Verstappen, quite possibly the greatest driver on the grid right now, in front of his home fans. So it's a serial bottler versus the Dutch Lion. What happens? We're about to find out. Well, oh, no, see, this is a bit awkward. Yeah. Huh. So, the drivers are currently on their way to the grid. They are just uh there at the penultimate corner, just right before the banking. But I don't know. Look, anything can happen going into turn one, and it's going to be crucial at lights out, cause Zandvoort being almost Monaco-like. I mean, the downforces are certainly that way, and there are a couple overtaking zones. But yeah, track position is key here. We've seen it in the past. Now, McLaren are aiming for the Drivers' Championship, and quite frankly, it is achievable. I'm not saying well, I shouldn't. But it is quite frankly achievable, but still. Lando Norris is on pole. You see it on your screen as well, mate. Lando Norris, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, George Russell. Imagine a Piastri D1 lead. Like, oh my god. Then Checo, Charles. I think the race is between the top four at best. I don't think Checo or Leclerc will be involved in this race very much for the race win. But yeah, and then we have Lewis starting from P14, which is kind of sad. But P14. He qualified like P12, then Albon was disqualified, which brought him up into P11. Then he got a three-place grid drop. Yeah, almost got in the way of Checo in Q1, but yeah, understandable. The penalty was inevitable. But right now, the lights are coming on. For the first time since the summer break, the lights are out, and away we go. It's a great start by Max Verstappen, who's already into the lead. Great start by George Russell, who's past Piastri. They're going wheel to wheel. But once again, Lando Norris loses his pole position. Now, that is something we are not seeing for the first time. Lando Norris, a serial bottler, and by the looks of it, the Dutch Lion roars again in front of the home fans. But so far, Russell with a great start got ahead of Piastri. Russell up into P3, and Leclerc is all over the back of that McLaren right now. From what I can make out, the two Aston Martins are together, and of course, there's Pierre Gasly. Sergio Perez loses position to the Ferrari, and by the looks of it, I think Ferrari will be up into P4. But sensational start by Max Verstappen, who's already a second clear, as you can see here on your screens. Great start by Sainz, who gets one place. Stroll loses two. Hamilton gains a place. Bottas is about to lose a place, or did he just gain? He just gained two. But by looks of it, Hamilton is already into his place where he was last year, where he started last year, P13. And right now he has Yuki Tsunoda on his sides, and it should be gettable. Yuki Tsunoda should be passed on this lap, but the gap ahead is exactly 1 second. And right now the Stroll, not the Stroll, the Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso is attacking Gasly, and they're going wheel to wheel towards turn one, and they've just made it through turn one. But yeah, Alonso stays behind Gasly. Now that was some race start there by Max Verstappen, as I said, but Interesting. We still have 72 laps to go. You don't win a race on lap 1. You have to continue. Let's see how Lando Norris handles this one. And do we have any radios or something? DRS is being enabled, but mate, I don't think you're gonna have DRS now. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let's listen to the commentary.
Plan B, what can we do? How do we use our pace now to keep Red Bull under pressure? Perez down in 6th. That means that McLaren are 2-1 when it comes
to Logan Sargent is P18, but look at this. Alex Albon is P17 now. What? How? Here comes Lewis Hamilton on Yuki Tsunoda and his past Yuki Tsunoda. Get in there. Now he has the heart of Nico Hülkenberg in his sights, but Logan Sargent, mate. Alexander Albon started behind him, and still after lap 2, he's ahead of his teammate. What?
A lot of understeer. Help me on B, mate.
Strat 7. So yeah, look, the gap is already 1.3. It's so it's over, like, and I'm actually rooting for Max. You know, it's his home race. He deserves a race win. Why is my shirt like this? I have no clue. By the way, I just woke up from a deep slumber and here I am streaming. Well, I was supposed to start streaming, you know, a bit 2 minutes earlier to just let you guys know what happened after the qualifying. So Albon got disqualified, then Lewis with the impeding and all. But yeah, turns out my sleep's more important for my brain, not to me, guys. But from my heart, I do really love you guys. But apparently, my brain, it's not the brightest thing in the world, but it works. It works sometimes. So Piastri right now is in the DRS of Mr. Georgie Boy. Yes, he is half a second down, and Georgie Boy does not have a DRS on Lando Norris. But all George has to do is stay in touch with that McLaren somehow and keep Piastri behind. But here comes Oscar Piastri, DRS open, and nothing comes of it. But he's getting ever so closer, and so is Sergio Perez to that Red Bull. So definitely we'll see some battles here and there, but see, my itchy forehead is coming into play as well. But I need to set my hair. My hair should have been proper before I wore the cap, but yeah, my barber is lame. But here we are. Here we are. So have I misplaced a button or something? Like what's happened here? Like, look now. This looks far too. It's legitimately choking me right now. There's no use. This one. Let me just wait. Can I just do? Where's my face cam? If I hide this, yeah. No, look, I don't mean it. I see debris or some plastic cover. I don't really know. Need to check, but yeah, it's just seen somewhere. But
to move ever closer to this battle for third place. Piastri will be getting very, very frustrated after losing that spot to Russell at the first turn as Russell dived down the inside. Gap out in front, 1.2 seconds. Verstappen and Norris, frustratingly for Norris, just outside of the magic second that gives him the DRS boost.
Norris he either needs to attack and do something about it and get the clear air, or he may just have to back off a bit and think a little bit of a longer game on this first stint, because he had better degradation on these medium compound tyres in the longer run, the little bit of running we did on a dry Friday session.
Yeah, basic commentary going on in the com box at Sky. Now I don't use F1 TV comms cause come on, yeah. The way Martin Brundle and Crofty hype things up, like it's just simply great. I can never compete with those two. I'm not feeling right now about my shirt. I feel the need to change it. I'm not so sure if I can I just do this? I don't know. Lots of insecurities, by the way. If anyone's watching, no one else. That's the beauty of being a new streamer or something. I don't know. But yeah. Let us go. So right now watching a replay of the race start, and yeah, Verstappen clearly got the better drive, and Perez just got pinched between the McLaren and the Mercedes, which allowed Charles to go around the outside and gain that position. So for the first 0 to 200 kilometers, Verstappen was 5.23 and Norris was 5.64 seconds. So clearly by 3 tenths, Verstappen was ahead. Easy.
Tenths of a second difference in the run to 200 kilometers an hour in Verstappen's favour.
It was almost too few revs, wasn't it? I'd like to hear that again if we can, but it was almost too few revs that he.
This was Pierre Gasly who managed to get
Started
past
ninth,
Lance
now
Stroll
seventh.
on his right and makes a move on Fernando Alonso around the first turn.
You live on your wits on the start of a Grand Prix. You can't think about anything. It's just instinct. If at the time you've thought about it, you run into somebody, you literally just completely live on your instincts.
And Charles Leclerc, another one making places at the start, decided that the outside was the way to go here. George Russell, lovely move on the inside. Leclerc goes around the outside of Sergio Perez.
Ample of space there for George Russell. Now the gaps between the drivers are sort of settled down. I know we have a Haas running wide into turn 1.
Pound tyres maybe not quite up to the temperature, but the Haas has been struggling under brake.
It's the Haas of Kevin Magnussen with the hard set of tires. Now I just hope that it would be Nico Hülkenberg's Verstappen's radio.
It's good, Max. Keep it up. Just watch that rear left sliding.
Yeah, good information there from McLaren, but Max needs it as well. So they are definitely with full tanks of fuel in a little bit of management now, and Leclerc hanging on very nicely to Piastri as well, and taking, as you said, Perez with him. Bernie, you have news for us at Sky Sports Control.
Yeah, just to back up what you're saying there, Martin, they are into management. A lot of the top 6 drivers in particular are being told about managing the car through turn 7, so a little lift off through that corner. Don't put everything you can into the tyres like you would in qualifying. Now the reason for doing that, although these tyres are wearing the rubber very, very slowly.
Yeah, almost forgot I saw the graphic now with Max Verstappen starting his 200th Formula 1 Grand Prix and is won what, 64, 65? That's a mad percentage there, bro. And he's had over 100 podiums, so that is like 50-50. It's better than 50-50 chances now, aren't there, for that podium place? And by the looks of it, he's going for his latest win, number 66, 67. No idea. But damn, what a start he had, man. What a start. 3 tenths. I don't think it was rather like Max Verstappen definitely had a better start, but it was not something inhuman or extraordinary, perhaps. I'd say it was more of Norris's fault, right? It's 5.6 seconds, 20 to 200. Wait, Norris, who are we racing? Do you think it's just Max?
Take over everything. The car ahead.
Yeah.
I think we're racing whoever we think. The car ahead. Yeah, McLaren don't need to be on the back foot, but as I said, Lando Norris continuing his streak of never leading into turn 1 from after starting from pole ever in his life. So he's never led in going into turn 1, and he didn't now as well. Here comes Carlos Sainz on the Aston Martin into turn 1 and dances around the outside, hopefully. Yes, he does. Up into P8. Let's go. So Ferrari's race pace looks decent because Leclerc's still in touch with Piastri, and well, Piastri, McLaren are supposedly the fastest car on the grid. Doesn't seem like that though. They've now backed off from both the drivers, like Verstappen and Russell. The gap is there, 1.1, 1.5 or something. eh. Verstappen's been told to, I mean, as Bernie said, top 6 drivers have been told to manage tires. Sainz is pushing. We'll see Lewis. What is happening with Lewis right now? Lewis is so close. Like, there's barely a car length between Lewis and Nico. But I don't know, it's probably the dirty air that's stopping him. But he is on soft tires now. I expect better of Lewis. That deck and stuff must be, but don't know. Right now, Oscar Piastri is something I don't care about because I was supposed to say Carlos Sainz is right over the gearbox of Pierre Gasly going into turn 7. Now they've been told to lift off here, but I think it's a flat out corner in qualifying. But yeah, right now Carlos Sainz, by the looks of it, on the next lap, lap 11, Carlos Sainz should be able to get past Pierre Gasly if he doesn't get past here into the braking zone at turn 11. There you go, rear wing open, and here's Carlos Sainz. Doesn't look like he'll be making a move. Gaining, and gaining on Pierre Gasly. Yeah, no move right now. I mean, I don't see anything as well, but I could have guessed he's just a bit too far behind. Now going through turn 13, 14, now the banked corners, and you need a great drive off of here. You have the DRS open. Here comes Carlos Sainz gaining on Pierre Gasly. Which way does he go? He goes to the inside and going into turn 1, wheel to wheel. They're so close. They're still so close. They are still going towards turn 2, wheel to wheel, and Carlos Sainz is finally ahead going into turn 3. Now that was some brilliant racing by those two. Wow. It felt good. It genuinely did. Carlos Sainz on the inside going to turn 3. I'm just watching the onboard right now. We are on plan A, says Leclerc's race engineer. I forgot his name. I just knew it was Xavi, but yeah, he's been replaced now, isn't he? And by the way, F1 Manager is going nowhere. I'm just watching a replay, and oh my god, that was close. There's barely 2 feet between the two cars, and it's so close to touching. I don't know how they're not stressed in the car. I mean, of course they are. The adrenaline's there and stuff, but come on, it's always so, I don't know, exhilarating or something is probably the right word. But yeah, right now Lewis Hamilton is being shown, so he's past Nico Hülkenberg, and right now he has the billionaire's son, Lance Stroll, in his side, the 2020 pole sitter. It's pole sitter where Lewis Hamilton won his 7th World Championship, but not this time around. Right now is that much close to those two Aston Martins. Like, come on, if this was any other circuit, I think Lewis would have been passed by the Aston Martins by now. But yeah, the circuit is just that much difficult to overtake. You need to have some crystal balls around here now, don't we? So Lando Norris is just about keeping in touch with Max Verstappen. That looks about same. Like, look at the last lap times, a 16.3 and a 16.3, like 500ths of a second between them. Even Russell is matching Verstappen. Then Piastri is 2 times slower than Russell on the last lap for some reason. Thoughts on plan A versus plan B? Piastri says plan A. Why can't Lando Norris ever get a good start from P1? Like, it's genuinely baffling. I think he started on pole, what, 7-8 times now? I think I'm exaggerating, but at least 5-6 times he started. Look, China, Russia, I think Hungary, was he on pole? I think he was. Then two or three other occasions, and today as well. So yeah, Lando Norris needs to get a hold of himself, and right now he's in that DRS, but barely, like 9.18 seconds, and now the gap is 1.022, and we have a pit stop for car number 23. I don't know how do you say this, like dos and tres. I don't know how you say that in Spanish, 23, but yeah, 23, and Alexander Albon, the man who was disqualified for having excessive blank wear. I don't know why was he disqualified. I never read it though. But we focus on the race leaders, because for once in what 2-3 radio.
Plan A, Plan B might be a way to beat Max.
Yeah, this pace is strong.
Basically what he's saying is, I think I can cover him whatever you do. So let's not go too extreme, too extravagant on our.
No, I just hope that McLaren don't play too safe, you know. Like, I don't know, from the radio calls, they always seem like on the back foot. Don't get me wrong, pretty good team, pretty solid team, aggressive as well at times wherever needed. Lewis Hamilton gets past Lance Stroll and gets into those points paying position, or should I say point paying position. But where was I? Verstappen radio.
Car doesn't turn at all in 10.
Understood.
Is Verstappen starting to struggle a little?
He is, by the looks of it, because Lando Norris is gaining tiny bit on him, but doable. As I said, McLaren, they don't need to play safe, just be aggressive. You've got the pace, and oh my god, that gyro cam on Lando's car. Ah, it was made for this circuit, man. It was made for this circuit. Like, if anyone hasn't watched it, I encourage you to watch it. Like, it's mesmerizing, hypnotic at times, especially through banking. Then, turns 2, 3 towards turn 8 and 9. It's wow, mesmerizing. But yeah, first Lando Norris confirmed plan A, but then he let us say, do whatever you want. I've got the pace now. That is the mentality I like. I love the mentality. Let's watch Lewis Hamilton replay against Lance Stroll. Turn one down inside, generic move to be honest, but it counts. So right now Norris is 9 tenths behind Verstappen. Well, the gap's jumping 9 tenths to a second and a tenth or something, but so that means Verstappen's not running away with it, but he does have some problems. At this point, this could be anyone's game. Like it all depends on your pace and how much time you waste fighting other drivers. Traffic plays a huge part as well in circuits like these, tight circuits like these, because even the back markers don't really have a way to let you go. But yeah, the game's the game, in it. So Lando Norris should have DRS here, but I think Charles Leclerc does have DRS. Yes, he does. Charles Leclerc with DRS on Oscar Piastri, I think he'll just get close and not make a move. Yeah, he was just you know, 2 car lengths behind to make a move, but he's getting closer. Oscar Piastri is under pressure here. Guys, do let me know in the comments who do you think is gonna win this race. This could genuinely be anyone's game, because look, Russell is, I know he's like 5 seconds behind. How many seconds is he? 4.8, so that's 5 seconds behind, but all you need is a slow pit stop and boom, you waste so much time fighting each other. And Austria, man, Russell didn't even deserve that race win technically, because he was like 20 seconds behind the top two. And see, this is, right time, right place. I know you just have to get lucky at those times, that you have to work hard to be at the right times and right places. Sorry, I just meant to say you need skill to be at right places for the right times to work, which Russell was, and he picked up a Grand Prix win. And there's Lando Norris with DRS on Verstappen. Verstappen goes to the inside line to defend, and maybe a switchback is on the cards here. No. Yeah. So these two are fighting. Always a good sight. We all know what happened the last time these two were fighting for the lead of the race in Austria, as we were speaking about it. Now I need to post a story on Instagram to let the viewers know I've gone live. How do I do that? Because the battles here are so interesting. I think... Wait a minute, guys. Someone's calling me. I think this might be important. It's my nephew. I wish I could get him on stream. Right, the gap between the top two is 6 tenths, as you can see on your screens, and they're going through the detection zone. And well, Lando Norris is closer to Verstappen than he was on the last lap. DRS is open. He's gaining on Verstappen. Lando Norris goes towards the inside line and he is past Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen comes back at him around the outside and it doesn't matter though. Lando Norris is leading the Dutch Grand Prix. Lando Norris leads Max Verstappen's home race. Okay, now how do you play this as Red Bull? What do you do? I don't think your car is meant for this, but your driver certainly is. If there's one man who can beat Lando Norris today on track, it is Max Verstappen. Or maybe Nicholas Latifi if he crashes somehow and Michael Massey, just come on, I just had to play that card. I just had to, and Max Verstappen tried to fight it, and if I did so, he fought it as long as he could. Bit squirmy on the exit, but doesn't matter. Lando Norris was already past him, and looks like the DRS barrier is done for Verstappen. He does have DRS on this occasion, and he'll stay in that DRS. Hopefully he does, because this could really be a cat and mouse game here. There's a lot of chance for that to happen, because the two cars are very close to each other. But well, Norris's radio.
Flat from here.
And how are the tyres?
I think okay, right? They feel pretty reasonable. I'm consistent, so.
Well, Lando, we think just plan A. We think plan A. He might try the undercut, but that's cool. Plan A.
Well, the undercut, where you for your rival who's ahead of.
Croft is just explaining undercut, but I love how he just said that he might try undercut, but that's cool. To let them throw whatever they want to throw. I think we can cover them now. That's the kind of team spirit amazes me. But let's see championship predictions. What does this do? Oh, so these are the live championship standings now. They're gonna get so close to Red Bull at this stage. They're gaining 11 points. What about the sector times? Norris just set the fastest first sector. He already has the fastest third sector. And in the middle sector, Norris is kind of slow, but alright. What about the top speed? Look, coming across the finish line, Hamilton has the top speed advantage everywhere. Perhaps maybe because of the softs. The pit window is about to open for all the medium runners on lap 27. So definitely Hamilton is making that soft tires last. More than it should, if I'm not wrong, because 19 laps on those tires. Norris radio.
They're going along, but I feel like there's a lot more wind all of a sudden.
Okay, we're checking now.
And the wind here, very, very gusty in.
Wait, can I just check windy.com here? Because Lando Norris has reported an issue where he thinks the brake is going long, but he just said it might just be the wind as well. Now, where's Zandvoort? Here. Where is it? Well, where the fuck am I? Look, this is India, now this is Europe. I see Amsterdam. Where's Zandvoort? I remember it being next to the sea. Here's Zandvoort. 18 degrees right now. And looks like the wind. Well, wait, I can see the wind here as well. Fuck. It's 14 kilometers per hour southwest. So that means it's. What wind is it? Is it southwest, right? So is it a headwind or a tailwind? I think it is tail, right? I'm not so sure. Oh, Lando Norris radio.
Yeah, it's okay. I think it's wind.
Suffering from the wind this afternoon as the car.
Oh, hopefully Lando Norris suffers from a wind here. Not just the wind, but Lewis Hamilton is behind Pierre Gasly. I was about to sneeze. I just couldn't. Hello, I'm coming close to the camera, but I just wanted my water bottle, the legendary water bottle, which almost fell on my keyboard right now. Happy pulling. Oscar Piastri's lights are flashing. That means he's recharging some energy. So he's using energy to defend against Charles. That is normal, but I think does that mean he's out of energy as well? Need to look. Well, there's no one behind Charles. Okay, is there? How I can't really see if Charles is also flashing his lights. So that means he's gaining as well. He's gaining the energy. Now I think now that we've settled in, except for Lewis Hamilton, I think I can post a story. Do make sure to tune in. Here we are, live right now. And Lando Norris is leading the race. But yeah, here comes Charles Leclerc with DRS open, and he is closer to Piastri. Will he send a move down the inside? Piastri goes towards the inside to defend. Switchback on the cards here, but no. So that's, well, I guess, effective racing from the both of them. And especially Oscar Piastri with the defense. I just need to add a song here, guys. How does this sound? This is much better. Am I dreaming? I think the song is. Well, what just happened? Oh, I should have put the Dutch lion. I didn't put the Dutch lion in the thing in the thumbnail, not the thing in the thumbnail. All right, posting the story which we have. Lewis Hamilton's coming in for a pit stop, and he is going on to the hard styles. All right, well, let Lewis cook, guys. Let Lewis cook, I say. Let Lewis cook. 2.7 seconds. Jay Gandhi. Hi, hello, Jay. Welcome back. क्या चल रहा है? Game show. खम्मगनी. गेम शो होता है क्या जय? आई थिंक वो गुजराती हुआ ना, बट सेम ही रहेगा कुछ तो. हैमिल्टन तो क्यों जाए तो वर्स्टैपन का पूछ लेना, पूछ ही ले वर्स्टैपन का. आई टेल यू अबाउट वर्स्टैपन नाउ. नो नो नो. क्या होता है फिर? हाउ आर यू? नहीं, वो तो वेलकम हुआ खम्मगनी का. व्हाट अबाउट हाउ आर यू? हाउ आर यू कैसे लिखते हैं? गेम शो ही लिखेंगे ना. But Hamilton started P14 and right now he is P16. But he came in for a pit stop. He was into P8 legally, or officially I should say. He is up into P8. When everyone pits, he'll be in P8, if not P7. But yeah, look, Lando Norris started from pole and he lost the pole position immediately. Verstappen was in the lead, but I think after 16-ish laps, Norris overtook Verstappen for the lead of the race. तू कैसा है? सच्ची बस इतना ही. तू कैसा है यार? ये तो easy है यार. Gujarati is much more difficult than Mewari, if you speak Mewari. There's been some issues with the headphone wire. Thank God this is a braided cable, otherwise I would have been effed by now. George Russell is coming in. Magister Fonseca. Yes, take your time, take your time. George Russell is coming in for a pit stop and 2.8, 3.4. Jesus, I expected a 2.8, but it was a 3.4 second pit stop. Now that is slow. That is definitely slow. And Leclerc is past George Russell. What? The undercut.
Behind Alonso and behind Leclerc, so they were trying to cover off that early stop. Hasn't worked at Mercedes, and Charles Leclerc picks up another pace here. He said that he was going well, and that
Charles Leclerc, the undercut just worked like a charm for him. Yes, it did. Jesus. Piastri.
Oscar Piastri getting the motivational messages there, but if Piastri pits now, Charles Leclerc is going to be ahead of him. We've got one McLaren driver.
So that longer pit stop cost George Russell a position here. Not just a position, I think it cost him 2 positions if I'm not wrong. And if Piastri pits now, Charles Leclerc's ahead. What a drive Charles is having. Like, get in, Charles. Come on, go on. For the Ferrari, eh? Look, right now, on board Charles Leclerc, just behind that Aston Martin, and well, he was well ahead before the start finish line, so clearly the faster. And as Alonso said, they're fighting for P9 and 10. Makes sense, but why was there a delay? Was it the front right? Was it?
Just wasn't working quite in harmony, and the harmony they would have wanted.
Yeah, come on, that second, exactly that second cost them those 2 positions, or a position I'd consider right now, because Piastri hasn't pitted yet. But Lewis Hamilton again got past Esteban Ocon, but again he has Nico Hülkenberg in his sights. I don't know how that works. But Red Bull are preparing for a pit stop, and it is Max Verstappen who's coming in. Now remember, the undercut's crucial here, but the gap is like 6 seconds. I don't know. Well, kind of late on the brakes here, Max. And 2.5 standard pit stop. Let's go. Oh my god, the fucking sneeze again. Come on, dude. The sneeze, it's been troubling me for the last half hour or so. Max Verstappen comes ahead of Pierre Gasly. So if the undercut's so strong, where does Lewis Hamilton end up? Because I think the gap between them was... I don't remember what the gap between Lewis and Nico was. Was it 2 seconds? Hopefully not, because he can't be gaining a second lap on Nico now, will he? Well, he is gaining about 5-6 tenths.
Lap to cover, suggesting coming down one. Happy?
Confirm.
Yep, 100 laps this season. Key here is to get in and out again and continue that laps led in 2024 without any problems.
Don't take risks with the speed limiter. He didn't. Park it on your marks. Let everybody do their job.
Slow.
Left front need to have a second nibble with the
3.1, that's kind of slow, but I guess good thing that they covered him off. And there goes Red Bull, there goes the Ferrari, and there goes Lando Norris. So wait, I didn't mean the Red Bull of Max Verstappen, but the Red Bull of Sergio Checo Perez. Now the gap between those two is, well, the gap between Verstappen and Norris is somewhere similar. It's 5 seconds. It has, you know, it has shrunken. Is that correct grammar? I don't really know, but I don't know why am I playing with my hat, but I am playing with my cap, not a hat, dude, not a hat. Verstappen 4.8, so that means he's gaining now. Obviously, Verstappen's tires will be ramped in. They must be ready to go. He must be cooking them already, but Lando Norris needs to cook them too, because, well, the gap is 5 seconds. Verstappen has problems with the car as well. You know, he's just saying it's sliding and it's not turning. Here comes Lewis Hamilton on Nico Hülkenberg. Gets past Nico Hülkenberg. There was it wasn't shown on the broadcast, but rather it was a replay. So let me just count the gap between Russell and Hamilton. Will count. So the gap is 21:36. So the gap is what? 10 and 5, 15 seconds. Perez with a 4.4-second pit stop. Slow pit stop there by Red Bull Mechanics. Here comes Lewis Hamilton on Kevin Magnussen, and he's passed him once again. So Lewis is driving a strong race, you know. Even on the softs, you know, it almost got P7, and right now is back up into P11. So definitely a better qualifying, and maybe a podium really was a possibility here. Look, man, the sneeze came in again, but whenever the sneeze is coming, there's that yawn that's coming with it as well. Now that is infuriating. I need to drink some water, but here goes George Russell on Pierre Gasly. I've officially lost my mental stability, to be honest. Here comes Carlos Sainz in for a pit stop. Now, why wasn't Leclerc given the preferred strat here? It is genuinely concerning. Because we know the undercut's strong here. What was the gap between the two Ferrari? Oh fuck! No, no. I never said anything. I never said anything. Leclerc did pit fast. Idiot, idiot. But yeah. So Carlos Sainz gets out in P9. Hamilton in P10. So he's past Pierre Gasly. I genuinely hope it's Pierre Gasly 24. Yeah. So if Pierre Gasly comes in now for a stop, I think Pierre Gasly is cooked, which he is. So there we go. We are into net P9 here with Lewis Hamilton. I think rest have pitted, and even if some like the likes of Piastri have not, I don't think they'll end up behind Lewis. So yeah, that's a net P9. And there goes Alonso on Perez, and or Perez on Alonso. I don't know what happened there, cause I just saw Alonso get ahead as well, but apparently Perez was trying to overtake him. Sorry, I need to be more, focused on the present here. But Fernando Alonso's coming in, so that allows the Ferrari to have a free run at Sergio Perez as well with the DRS. We're almost halfway through this Grand Prix, and so far it generally looks like that McLaren are overpowering the Red Bull at this stage. Not considering any safety cars, yellow flags, or anything. Slow pit stops, there were not any. There weren't any. I should have. Excuse me, but I think I should have. I don't know, maybe taken a shower or something before streaming. Or I should not have slept, because boy, the sleep's getting strong. I need some coffee right now. If someone crashes, I'm not saying, look, I'm not a bad person, but crashes and safety cars always result in dramatic things. Now, come on, that is something a rational person would wish. I don't want. I'm gonna get cooked. I better not. Bro, my sister's watching the TV, and right now I'm on the same Wi-Fi as well. Probably I can just change the channel or something. Just troll her. But that is something I'll do maybe once I get 100 subscribers, guys. I trolled my sister on 100 subscribers. So make sure you do subscribe, hit the like, and yeah, you know, do stuff with the interaction button. Let me see if anyone's clicked on the link yet. They have not, apparently. Because Hush was here before I posted the story. The car doesn't turn. The rivalry continues. What rivalry though? There's no rivalry currently. Verstappen's clearly leading the Drivers' Championship. God forbid it goes to the last race on equal points, and this time around Norris gets the luck, the sheer dumb luck that Verstappen got, and he wins the World Championship. I'd love to see how Verstappen reacts. Piastri is coming in for a stop right now. Oh, we're fucking that. But it's Piastri, Russell. So Russell's gained a paid place. So it's basically Leclerc just gained 2 positions, and Leclerc is up into P3. That's a mega drive there by the Ferrari.
Back out onto the track in 5th place and ready to charge down now. George Russell and Charles Leclerc ahead of him.
And he needs a sensational drive now, Oscar Piastri, if he wants to be on the podium.
What's he going to have? 6 laps extra tyre performance life on those hard compound tyres from George Russell. That was Gasly's last stop. Whoa, started going there while the mechanic, as you can see on the right hand side here, was just taking his hands out of the way.
Was he giving the wing a tweak?
I think he was trying to, yeah. But he
was quite close there for the mechanic. I'm drinking some more water. I'm getting sleepy here, guys. Come on, someone just spin it. Lando Norris is leading Verstappen by 7.4 seconds. This Lando Norris domination could bore fans. Honestly, it would. Just listen to the commentary, guys.
Start that kept his head, and that was probably more important than the start, given the pace he's got.
He knew the performance is there from this car, and maybe that helped it keep his head just a little bit. Knew or thought from all the data that was studied and from all the practice that was performed on FP2 mainly, because it was the only dry session we had, that Verstappen could be vulnerable, and towards the end of what should be the only stints on a need to pit in this race. They have noted race control for an unsafe release because that mechanic hadn't got his hands very much out of the way. So we've got Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc, Russell, Piastri and Perez all
no, come on.
3.5 seconds.
It's not that unsafe. It was close, but it wasn't.
Them. But they've all come in at different times.
So if you get penalized for an unsafe release, that is, so basically we're just tweaking the wheel. This is the wheel which is turning like this. So you just did like this. So just like this, right? So if you get penalized for that, shouldn't you get penalized for knocking your jackman over or something? Or almost running over them? Because that is overspeeding. I don't know. But yeah, it's just, if Gasly gets a penalty, it's not fair in my opinion.
Last words between now and the end of the Grand Prix. So it's about sheer pace now in the top 5.
Fuck, I've never been this sleepy
use that
before.
6 laps extra fresh tyres and they put him out of position. He's 21 seconds off the lead now, Piastri. It was kind of a bit of a halfway house, that stop for him. He now needs to banzai his next few laps. Caution to the wind.
Yeah, I know what you're saying as well. We'll just watch this move from Daniel Ricciardo on Valtteri Bottas, that it felt like they left Piastri for a long time, but we're only just at half race distance here.
Yeah, but compared to the rivals, it's sort of he's lost track position, hasn't he? Now, will 6 laps on a set of hard compound tyres be advantageous later on this afternoon? We don't know. That's why we're watching.
But I think no further investigation, by the way, that incident in the pit lane down at Alpine. I think the performance and the pace of Charles Leclerc has, I wouldn't say it's taken McLaren by surprise, but I don't think McLaren were expecting Ferrari and Leclerc to be right up there. This has been a decent drive. from Charles Leclerc this
Absolutely.
afternoon.
Again,
Yeah, he's put himself in the mix here when others might not have been expecting it.
he's been more tenacious than fast of late because Ferrari have just lost out
Facts,
on the
innit?
development. Their development program didn't show dividends. Others have.
What Crofty said. Like, Charles Leclerc wasn't expected here to be in the mix, but he most certainly is right now. And maybe look, the gaps are too similar right now. Verstappen was same 6-7 second ish ahead of Lando Norris. Then third place was just about 15-16 seconds behind. You know, I'm talking about Austria, but say Lando Norris comes in for a second stop, then there's a slow stop. Verstappen gains, and this time around, I need something, dog. I need something. I think this is dire right now. This is getting worse and worse. The sleep, but
The adjust done, so you might get some balance issues for Gasly in the next stint because he's got one half of the wing set correctly and one half of the ring potentially, I've not heard anything on video, but potentially not set correctly.
He's lost out to Alex Albon as well, who stopped a lot earlier. Alex Albon, it has to be said, but he's now behind the Williams down in 12th place.
Yes. Albon, of course, who started right at the back of the grid, going nicely. So Piastri has just done a 1:14.2, followed by a 1:40.
guys, I think I'm gonna get something for myself to eat. Hopefully nothing changes in the race, and I can leave it here. Not so sure. I will leave this here. I think I'm blacking out. I'm not blacking out, but I think I'm zoning out in between. So I'll just leave my camera on, and I'll be back.
I won't do, but it's a long race. I think we've got a long way to go. It's going to be a difficult end to the race. Let's see what happens, but we're in a more positive position. What has brought me happiness is the car remains quick.
Yeah. He's done 25 laps on these tyres. How much longer can he go, Alex Albon?
I think it is possible to go to the end. It's just a question of how fast you are. So that's really what we're trading off at the moment. Do we think we're going to be okay in those dying stages of the race?
James, can you confirm all you had to do was just shave a little bit off the bodywork and the car was good to go, yeah?
Yeah, correct. It's decimals of a millimetre. That's the world we operate in now. It's a bit of probably 400 grit sandpaper, and that's it, in one very specific location.
Thanks ever so much, James. We'll be back with you a little later on, if that is okay. Alex Albon running 11th, Logan Sargent down in 17th. In between the two Williams cars in 14th is this man, Lance Stroll, who came into the pit lane to make his pit stop and didn't slow down in time, I'm afraid. He's been given a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The limit is 60 kilometres an hour. There is no tolerance during the course of a weekend. You either get fined if it's a practice session or qualifying, or you get a penalty during the race, and that's what he's picked up. And talking of picking up, how about this for picking up pace? Oscar Piastri now right on the back of George Russell in the Mercedes.
Yeah, if he carries on like that, if he can clear these cars quickly, he is again looking at a podium, Oscar Piastri. This is key. If he can just sail past Russell, that'll do him nicely.
Well, can he do that? We've had enough rain here to make boats very much the favoured mode of transport down that main straight, and he has sailed past George Russell on the exit of turn 1. Piastri gets that move done at the first time of asking, and that is absolutely critical, and he is going very nicely indeed ahead now of George Russell. Meanwhile, out in front, while we watch one McLaren making an overtake, lap after lap after lap, Lando Norris is extending that lead, and it's now about 10 seconds as Alex Albon makes his way on the track. A gaggle of cars there, past Kevin Magnussen, with Gasly in hot pursuit and Fernando Alonso in hot pursuit too, and they come out of turn 1 with Gasly just ahead and forcing his way past Alex Albon, who thought he got into the points, but he's now going to have to stay in 11th place.
They work a treat, don't they? So Piastri, he'll be on the tail of Leclerc in 4 laps. And then if he can make the same move quickly on Leclerc, and I think he's quite a bit quicker than Leclerc, then Red Bull will start looking in their rearview mirrors with Verstappen and Piastri. So the McLaren is just unbelievably fast, especially on these tyres, and they're just coming alive.
And now he's in clean air. He has just put, he's gone 0.4 of a second faster on that last lap than Max Verstappen. Fastest man, there was Carlos Sainz, who's just put in a 1:14.1 as he's behind Sergio Perez. Gasly ahead of Albon on your screens, ahead of Alonso, ahead of Stroll, and Kevin Magnussen at the tail end of this, who hasn't pitted yet. He's the only driver yet to come in the pit stops. Haas, I think, looking for a safety car, which doesn't seem to be coming. Not just either, and maybe those tyres are starting to go off a bit for Alex Albon as Fernando Alonso passes the Williams with ease down the straight.
Alright, you just heard whatever happened. Guys, what happened? I was just gone. Got myself a chocolate. I think chocolate helps me not sleep. I've consumed a lot of them during my exam days, but there you go. High on sugar equals high on caffeine. For me, at least. As I said, it was supposed to be a net P9. We are up into P8 with Lewis, and the gap between them is 5 seconds between. It's just dangerous, like really dangerous.
Radio message, I don't know which bit exactly he was talking about there.
Does he mean Magnussen kind of holding everybody up? But that looked like racing to me, Martin.
Yeah, I don't know what Alex is referring to there. It might be something else altogether, but whatever it was.
Yeah, even I can't figure out what Alex was referring to there. Wolves and Chelsea half time. It's 2-2. Meanwhile, I'm gonna enjoy myself some more chocolate, if I may. Help yourself if you wanna eat. If I'm not speaking, might as well.
And try to come back at them. Lewis Hamilton has done that here before, and just a contrary strategy to try to destabilise McLaren. If Piastri can bring himself up into position, he's currently 9.3 behind Verstappen.
Piastri can overtake Charles Leclerc. It's another 3 points, of course, in that Constructors' Championship battle. And that would mean McLaren, if it stayed with Perez in 6th and Verstappen in 2nd and Norris winning, that will be a 28-point difference as we go towards Monza in the Constructors' Championship, that has been led by Red Bull since Spain. And that's Spain 2022.
Yes. And to remind you, both cars can score in the Constructors' Championship, and that's why the gaps are somewhat more significant, if you like, in terms of the points differences.
I haven't taken the points for the fastest lap into consideration. Neither Red Bull nor McLaren have that bonus points at the moment, but anything can happen between them.
What's happening to the driver's title? Yeah, it's the same thing, isn't it? P6, P2. But thinking about this, thinking about Carlos Sainz and Ferraris, I was by the time you guys were actually listening to the commentary, I was actually contemplating what Fred Vasseur and Hamilton will be like next season, cause you know, different teams, different mindsets. I was just thinking about it. I don't know why, but I was. Can you guys hear me too? I'm extremely sorry.
Piastri will now be on Leclerc in the next couple of laps.
So Leclerc, with that in mind, has, I think, been given a little bit of a hurry up by the Ferrari pit wall and told just to up your pace a touch. He's putting a personal best for the first sector here.
So Piastri is using his tires to just help himself, you know, just to remove that advantage that Charles had with the undercut. He's using his tires. What's the difference between the 9 laps younger tires on Oscar Piastri now? Yeah, definitely. I've noticed this quite a lot around Zandvoort. The Grand Prix is not as interesting as it seems. Like I dare say, I'm getting bored right now. You know, despite the cars getting competitive, despite there being some sort of unpredictability, I'm just getting bored at this point. Or maybe it could be my sleep deprivation, but eh. What's up with you guys? How's it going? Piastri is right behind that Ferrari. The gap is 9 tenths. I've seen a McLaren do a 9 tenth gap before.
Behind him and then you pass him. Happy?
Yeah, he's maybe a little confident. I agree. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, so they're just checking with him what they're basically saying. If there's a safety car and we come in, Red Bull will stay out. Do you think you can pass him with a fresh set of tyres? And Lando very calmly saying, that sounds like fun, more or less, wasn't it?
Here comes Carlos Sainz.
Carlos Sainz on Perez, round the outside he goes. Turn 1, but Perez fights him off. Stays into that P6. So, look, Perez finishing P7 here is dismal. Absolutely shit from him, to be very honest. Look, I love and respect Sergio, but so right now the top 8 consists of the top 4 teams, and that is, well, that is something close to what Fernando said, didn't he? Like the top 4 teams are what, 25-30 seconds ahead, and they are currently 25-30 seconds ahead. So they're just fighting off P9 and 10, as it seems. Harry Kane has been awarded a yellow card against Wolfsburg. Kylian Mbappe is in the starting lineup, and Wolves and Chelsea game is at 2-2. Here comes Piastri with DRS on Leclerc. The gap is 5 tenths, as I said. Maybe next lap. Next lap is when you're supposed to make a move, which you will. Here comes Carlos Sainz to round the outside against Sergio Perez, and he is through. Let's go. I genuinely have no idea how to comment it on this race.
Who in the previous 3 Dutch Grand Prix failed to lead only 33 laps. Car number 33 as he was once, and only failed to lead 33 laps before today. Norris took the lead on lap 18, conceded it during the pit stops, has got it back again, and is absolutely cruising out in front with a buffer that will cover an opportunity for a pit stop behind a late safety car. But I would
12 seconds. Wow. It's just that Lando Norris is a sore loser and a winner. Like, I love the guy and I respect him too, but I don't know, he's just a bit too cocky sometimes. For example, him lashing out at Lewis in Hungary. Not great now, is it? It's not lashing out, but just saying, Lewis was just trying to compliment him. This Max Verstappen was a better winner than Lando Norris, because at least Max Verstappen appreciated the wins, and he actually won the races, having the fastest car. Just had to throw that in. As Mr. Joy said, needed some controversy. Yeah. So backmark. Ferrari is approaching the backmarkers. That is, Leclerc is approaching the backmarkers. Now, hopefully they don't interfere with his race. But I'm not sure whose race are they going to interfere with. Because here goes the Haas into turn 1. Just gets back on the racing line. against the weak up team. Can we just get a look on Piastri and Leclerc? Oh, Hamilton's coming in. Hamilton's coming into box.
They may as well bring Hamilton in. He's got a free pit stop, and to see if he can come back at Perez and Sainz and co. With some fresh tyres.
And I dare say as well, as he has got 2 new sets of soft tyres, the second of which is going on now, make a bid for the fastest lap in this race, so he could actually pick up a point, as you say, Martin, with that free pit stop.
23 laps to go, though, on those hard compounds, the soft compound rather, but we saw him go very well on those earlier on in the race, didn't we? So that then...
So this is the final lap for him. Now I'm not sure. Soft tyres, which he did go 20. What he did go 23 laps, if I'm not wrong. He just went exact amount of lap times as the laps are remaining right now. But yeah, free pit stop. You might as well take it, right? So is this just going to be a standard one-stop race now? Those are meh. Not sure about them. I am not sure about them. The gap between Leclerc and PS3 stays the same, 5 and 6 tenths. It's McLaren need to get a hold of themselves, man. They need to be aggressive. They need to be, I don't know, they need to be like Max Verstappen, just throw the car in. I'm throwing the car in. If you want to avoid collision, let me by. Otherwise, we crash, we go out. Well, I'm just kidding. They drive a fantastic race, these two drivers, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Respect to them, but yeah, the backmarkers, the leaders throw in the backmarkers race, man. It's kind of not fair because you pass the backmarkers at different places, so you know, depending on where you pass, like for example, if you shown a blue flag on the straight, it's so much easier to just let them pass. But in a corner, you lose just that much more time. It's not fair, really. It's really not fair. Right, here we go again. Oscar Piastri against Charles Leclerc for that final podium position. And right now, does the Ferrari have DRS as well? Does he? It's not visible. Why do I think he does? As the weak arb moves aside, lets the two guys fighting go ahead, and which ultimately is benefiting Williams, if I'm not wrong. Is that the pair? Weak arb got to the side, right? It's benefiting Sargent. It's Williams of Logan Sargent. Wait, you guys can hear me, right? Oh, you can. My heart skipped a beat here. Just because of this. I thought I did not correct myself, but apparently I did. That is good. I say the word apparently quite a lot, apparently, if I'm not wrong. Wind feels like it's picked up considerably. It is 2 kilometers per hour. It has picked up. Same direction, but Hmm. So if it goes south to west, I'm not sure how the circuit is lined here on my screen. I have a track map on my screen. I'm not sure in which direction the north is. I don't know how it is aligned. Do they always align it fine as in north and stuff? I'm not sure. So my barber, bro, it's just ruined my haircut. I don't like to wear caps. Now I'm forced to wear caps. It's just so, like, I'm gonna remove it.
Tire. Do they risk it? Do they play the strategy game? Box lose 3 positions to drivers on much older hard tires and then make that 21 second or 22 second pit loss up again, but give them a shot at that all important podium.
What would you do, Martin?
Track position seems key, doesn't it? Unless you've got a massive offset with your tyres, it seems a gamble. The other gamble they played to run Piastri longer has to an extent worked out, although he's now dropped out of the DRS zone from Charles Leclerc. So they'll be mulling that over. But, you know, there's always risk passing other cars. You've got to get up, you've got to get through. And sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't.
One of the cars he'd have to overtake if he was to take a pit stop would be Sergio Perez. I think, for me, you want to put caution on the side of anything that could go wrong, and what you don't want is to be stuck behind one of the drivers for your rival in the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah.
Keep it a bit more simple.
I mean, McLaren are first and fourth, and as you say, closing the gap again in the World Championship for Constructors.
What were they talking about, if I may? Were they talking about Piastri? Oh, I forgot to turn my camera on. Were they talking about Piastri coming in for a second stop? I'm not sure. You know, you just have a handful of laps to go, man. You have like 17 laps to go right now. 18. Shampoo Rajay, hello, hello, hello. How are you? How you doing, man? How it's you doing? How's it going? Show is supposed to be Krishnastami tomorrow. I forgot to pass tomorrow. I don't know why am I discussing this, but what emoji is that? Is that a pan emoji, son? What is it like? No, just, can you just give me some context here? What does a pan and an egg mean? Like, are you cooking right now? Because I just asked how's it going. Is it? Oh, you cooked. Oh, you're cooked. So it means you cooked. Should have used a chicken emoji or something. That would have been easier, like a leg piece or something. Like, because you know, a frying pan and an egg, that's cooking. And right now, I don't think any of us are cooking. I'm sleepy as hell. This race is getting boring at this point. Come on, a safety car, and I don't think it'll be that interesting, but a safety car, man. Russell, okay, Russell is coming in. That is great news. But why have you come in? Why?
Soft tyres that he can get past Sergio Perez. That is not a new set of tyres, though.
He was ahead of Perez, but I think what they realised there was it was inevitable Sainz was going to catch them.
Yeah.
So do something different, basically. He's lost track position to Perez as well, as you.
Well, he is, but to look at that gap, it's what? It's 18 seconds now. He's not gonna gain it in seconds, is he? Cooked, cookity cooked, ready to draw. The Dutch Lions being sound today. It's the British light shining on top of your screens. I think someone scored. Someone has scored. Chelsea have scored in the 49th minute against Wolves. I don't know why am I celebrating that, but Chelsea and United are a joke club. Alex Albon's coming in, doesn't really matter. I really do think FN should consider the 20 place points paying system. No, the 20 place points paying system. It really would make the races exciting, because basically after like 12th place, I'd say 12 to 20 really have no value. I don't know why are they racing. I mean, it's fun and all, but I don't know, like championship wise, it's like the other half should be awarded something. Like they are participating, they are contributing to the race, they are affecting the race, so they should be awarded something. Like I might be harsh or I might be going overboard, or I might actually be stupid, but okay. I don't know what's happening. I think right now the sleep deprivation's kicking in, and that's why my accent's going weird. Piastri radio.
The tyre now. Not amazing, but it'll make it to the end.
Copy that.
Okay, so not brilliant, but we'll be okay.
So Piastri, despite pitting the latest, like the LATE-EST, the latest of the top 8, says that he has worse tires. Like, yeah, the tires don't feel great, but he'll make it to the end. So, does that mean he's backing off from Charles, or is he just, recollecting himself, regaining that energy, and then cooking? Really couldn't care less at this point because come on, I was so excited for it, for the race, and I am, and I think I should have expected, or I did expect this kind of race, but I just didn't expect Lando Norris to be pulling 15 seconds, right? Because Lando Norris was on pole, and Lando Norris on pole is always interesting. But right now, he's pulling a Max Verstappen on us. 15 seconds. You don't win a race by 15 seconds. That is Lando Norris dominance. Good ball, fans. Mark my words. So, guys, to make sure if you've enjoyed the stream for whatever reasons, like there's nothing to like. Just hit the dislike button at this point. If you have watched the stream, just hit the dislike button. I know you have not enjoyed it, but let's listen to the commentary, guys. I'll be turning off my face cam for a while.
Stop. It's on the medium tyres and moves past Magnussen up into 17th place. Which might not sound much, but he had to start right at the back of the grid, and they'll be hoping to get him up a few more places at Williams between now and the end.
Talking of Antipodeans, we've got Mick Doohan coming on the grid next year. Maybe Liam Lawson.
Mick Doohan.
Sorry, I was calling him Mick Doohan.
Mick's son.
Jack, Mick's son. My mate Mick, his boy, is coming on the grid. You've got Liam Lawson, probably.
Hopefully.
Kiwi. A lot of people are hoping Daniel Ricciardo stays on the grid somewhere. That'll be 5 Antipodeans with 26 million people in Australia and 5 million in New Zealand. They'll represent a quarter of the grid.
Yeah.
That's extraordinary, if it happens like that.
I say hopefully, because I think Liam Lawson deserves his chance in Formula One, starting with what he produced here.
Yeah, don't worry, guys, I'm still here, and hello, you guys are seeing my hair now, are you? Can't let you see that. The horrifying haircut. I can't let that slide. Need to wear the hat again. Yeah. Here we are. We're back. Sorry. Extremely sorry. So, yeah. Jack Doohan or Mick Doohan, as Martin Brundle said. So, that must be his father, who's good friends with Martin, apparently. But, yeah, Jack Doohan signed for Alpine. Now, that is great news. Young blood on the grid. Deserved. No complaints with that, and interesting discussion there. So that'll be Oscar Piastri, Danny Rick, Jack Doohan. Then who's the other Kiwi or Australian they were talking about? Sorry, my headphones were off, but part of what I heard was the discussion, right? The Australia and New Zealand, they have like 35 million people combined, and they have, he said, a quarter of the grid will be filled with them or something. I'm just blabbing on at this point. Just click off, guys. Just click off. I might just private the stream as well. Yesterday's stream was much more fun and relevant, to be honest. Because right now it's not mattering at all. Because Piastri is the only one close to someone that's worthy, and Gasly is close to Nico Hülkenberg. That will be interesting. It'll be. But I'll not private the stream because this is supposed to be memories and not any professional stream. So let's flip and cook, yeah? Let's cook, boys. Last 12 laps of the Grand Prix. Do we see Mercedes versus Mercedes? Because who's the fastest in a straight line? For Monza, I was just wondering who'll cook for Monza, who'll cook at Monza. Hopefully it is Ferrari, but here goes Pierre Gasly around the outside of Nico Hülkenberg, and Pierre Gasly is up into P9, and he gets those crucial 2 points for himself right now, and 2 points for his team as well, because his teammate Esteban Ocon is down into P14. 1-4, that is, of course. Obviously, dude, it's 1 for 114. Like, there's no 40th place in this, 40th place, but I'm going insane. I've just turned into Mickey Mouse. Not quite, but close. Current vote split. Lando Norris. No, I'll not vote Lando Norris. Come on, 16 seconds in the lead. Maybe I'll vote Lando Norris, but to Charles Leclerc, yeah, definitely. I think it really should have been Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton for the driver of the day split, but yeah, the game's the game, I guess. I don't know why was I staring at the screen right now. There was just a slow-mo of the Ferrari, and I love when the cameras follow the driver's head. It's like the head-on camera which you get when the car turns and on. It's so dramatic, and I'm absolutely here for it.
So Mercedes might have a decision to make if Lewis Hamilton continues his pace and gets a little bit closer, because he could be the one that's got the pace to challenge Sergio Perez, but we're kind of running out of laps.
Yeah, good point on that. Hamilton catching Russell, and well, when you think that Hamilton started back there in 14th, that's a good effort, isn't it? But it was a late stop from George Russell, and
yeah.
And again, that's one that's put him out of track position and hasn't yet paid any dividends. But I think Hulkenberg can be under pressure from Alonso, Stroll and Ricciardo.
I think you're right on that one. Watching the lap times, it's so impressive the way that Charles Leclerc is managing to lap to within a few thousandths of a second of Oscar Piastri behind him on tyres that are 9 laps old. And, you know, it's a good race tyre in these conditions, that C1 tyre, but this is...
Alright, so excellent points there by the two commentators, considering Lewis started 10 places behind Russell. He's right now just 3 seconds behind Russell. It is strategy gone wrong perhaps for Georgie Boy, but brilliant strategy for Lewis, making it work. Let's go. Extra softs because he did not make it into Q3. I really expect Piastri up on that podium, to be honest. Like, I hope it is Charles, but mathematically it should have been Oscar Piastri. Better car, younger tires, and everything, but I don't know. Just eat some chocolate and stay happy. Fastest lap of the race goes to Mr. Lewis Hamilu. Lewis Hamilu? Insanity at its peak. Chelsea score once again, boys. It's 4-2. Cooked.
Sergeant Sonoda Magnussen train of drivers, and that might have been holding him up slightly as well. We're on board with Fernando Alonso. We wondered, could the Aston Martin get past the Haas of Hulkenberg, who's trying to go to the end on that set of hard compound tyres and produce the Hail Mary strategy, and it's a strategy that is not putting him into the points currently, because Alonso's just taken that final points in the race.
George Russell won't be pleased if he gets passed by Hamilton as well. That means they gave up track position with Sainz chasing him down and Perez, but it was clear Sainz was going to pass him anyway, wasn't it?
Thing is, of the two Mercedes drivers, the only one at the moment who's got the pace to challenge Sergio Perez, and it might come down to the last lap, is Lewis Hamilton. So they might need to make that decision. We'll see.
Guys, sorry, I was just wondering what should I do about the new Max. I was just wondering if I should wait for the M4 or take M3. You know, it's more than enough. I've already got a beast of a PC. Not really. A bit outdated RTX 2080 Ti, but come on. If anyone's watching the stream, please don't put, if you're Indian by the way, if you're Indian, just don't put Nazar on my chocolate.
Miami for the McLaren to show us what it was made of, and for Lando to get that race win. This is the sort of performance he would have been dreaming of on all those days he spent on the beach in the last couple of weeks.
Absolutely, and even in Miami, the safety car was a touch fortunate for McLaren, but they put themselves into the position of becoming fortunate by their raw pace, but it's pure pace today. And
Extremely solid.
that confidence of, okay, we'll give Verstappen the first corner, not ideal, but, you know, plan B, and they really, yeah, they've aced it. They've absolutely aced it. And this is the sort of gap, 18 seconds to Verstappen at the moment. It's probably going to end up well over 20 seconds. And, you know,
last year in just before Austria, whatever the race it was, Spanish GP, I don't care. If someone had told me that next year at Zandvoort, Lando Norris and McLaren will be leading the race by 18 seconds, I probably would have paid for your mental hospital fees, but boy, would you be out there killing me right now. 18.2 seconds in the lead, with just 6 laps to go.
Verstappen completes lap 65 of this race. Cost him a tenth in the final sector to Verstappen, that little lock-up, but he's got many tenths in hand, about 180 of them. He's hit the bullseye very much in this race today. Hamilton, now that he and Russell have cleared those back markers, is continuing to gain on his teammate, but they're both, the Mercedes, a little bit adrift of Sergio Perez once again, and still Oscar Piastri is behind Charles Leclerc.
So we just stay in the same positions, right, at Mercedes. Like, I'm a Mercedes fan, obviously, but Hamilton is just 1.4 second. Now, I need to pronounce it more clearly. Hamilton is just 1.3 seconds behind Georgie Boy. Let's not fight. Let's not risk it for anything. Let's just stay. You're not catching Sergio anyways. I think George should have stayed out. Maybe, you know, just instead of going for softs. Like, what did you even gain by going for softs? Like, no idea. Oh, someone scored, or is the ghost disallowed? Chelsea score once again, man. It's 5-3. 3 goals and what, 15 in under 20 minutes. It's the 63rd minute, but damn. Alright, let's check the driver standings. So they're getting a single more point, or they've lost a point, I don't know where. But yeah, this could instantly jump up by 3 points. If this man on my screen, well, Oscar Piastri, if this man gets into that final podium position, the gap between the two is pretty close. Just a second. Right now I'm watching Lando Norris, and behind him it's Gasly, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Ricardo, and then Verstappen. Boy, that's a massive gap, that 20 seconds when you really think about it. 19 seconds, but come on, 19.2, and you know, he's sort of just easing into it, and as Croft said, even in Miami, he kind of got lucky, so this really might be his first race win. Driver of the day in 2020 for Lando Norris has 7 wins. Like, that is crazy, bro. Wait, is my microphone even turned on? Yes, it is. It is. Bro, wait. Let me just turn on this.
Would his starts, you know, be on his mind? The fact that he hasn't had the.
Remember, I've said this meme before. Just take a look at this.
That's been the case. He's put it very much to the back of his mind, even though it didn't go completely according to plan today. But that is a proper gallery in that McLaren garage, waiting to start the celebrations in 4.5 laps' time.
Yeah, both McLarens had a bit of a tardy start. So work to do there.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. albeit it does help sometimes if you can start and get it right. And the gap, 19.8 seconds. We're at nearly 20 seconds. Piastri just can't
let's just
find a
watch our
way.
race. I know I did think of that meme, but it's far too common, I guess. But yeah, Lando Norris 19.3, sensational drive. Like, credit where credit's due. You know, as we all know, just having the fastest car doesn't mean that you'll win by 20 seconds. You also need that talent. Lando Norris does have that talent, to be fair. You know, it's cocky at times, but he does have that talent. And right now, is he close to Bottas? Like, I was just seeing some car ahead of him. Which car was it? Oh, is it? Oh no, I was watching Oscar Piastri, it seems. And Oscar Piastri, just 3 laps to go. A second. Now you've got to push with all your might, mate. Use all of your battery. You need to cook here. You need to cook harder than you've before. Oh my god, the gyro cam on Lando Norris. Oh my days. Oh my days. It's so beautiful, especially through turns 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just constantly like this. Mesmerizing, fascinating. How many adjectives can I put there? Wait, something's on my screen. Never mind. I thought my screen just broke, but turns out it was some. Motherfucker. I don't know why do they always end up doing this to me. Right now I'm on board Lando Norris, who's catching Bottas for that 19th position. Nope, he's lapping Bottas. So does that is he lapping Bottas for a second time? Like, what? What's the gap between Bottas? A lap. So he's already been lapped. So oh my God, Bottas is gonna be lapped twice. So Bottas is gonna do 2 laps less than everybody else. Bottas and Guan Yu Zhou. Right now going to turn 7, 8 for third last time. Like, I'll consider cooldown lap as well. Flag waiver, we have Armin van Buren. Buren? Buren? Sorry if I'm trying, but Armin Van, who's DJ and music producer. Like, I get, you're attracting celebrities and all, but I just hope you have some super fans or something like that. It's just fan interactions with the sport are always great, and there's no second thought to that. But yeah, fair enough, celebrities do attract most fans as well. But I just wish, the pole position award is also awarded by celebrities. But let's not talk about it for now. Let us talk about McLaren and what they have achieved in the last year and a half. If, as I said, if you had told me in Austria last year or before going into Austria last year that in 2024 at Max's home race we'll have Lando Norris leading the race or winning the race by 21 seconds, I'd call you insane and I'd pay for your medical bills in the mental hospital. But unbelievable. And the hate Lando Norris has got kind of deserved because he did fuck up a lot of race starts and laps, race wins, corners, I don't know. But yeah, let me just restart. For the first time in Zandvoort, it's not an orange smoke in the air. I mean, it is. There should be orange smoke, but it is certainly not for Max Verstappen because he's 20 seconds behind Lando Norris, 22 seconds behind, as it is Lando Norris and McLaren to win in the Lions' Den. Lando Norris picks up his second ever race win here at the Dutch Grand Prix. And wait a minute, Bottas just crossed the line in third place and Gasly in second. What? Look on your screens. This is, I don't know. This is absolutely weird, but my God, the smoke. What happened?
For another World Championship point.
Charles Leclerc takes the podium spot, holds up.
The smoke, which was scary to be honest. I didn't expect it. Lando Norris race win by almost 23 seconds. That is madness. What a drive, Lando. Get in there, you very well deserved it. I might have given you some hate for losing that pole position, but you deserved it, mate. You have never led into going into turn 1 after starting from pole. Well, prove me wrong, didn't he? Races are not won at lap 1 and corner 1. They are won when you cross the line first at the end of the race.
Well done. Well done. Oh, very good right.
Simply lovely, huh?
You did just sneak it in there as well. Fastest lap at the end.
Thank you. What a boys, incredible job. Car was unbelievable. Thank you so much. Incredible job. Let's keep pushing. Let's make it more easier. Because it was still a tough race, but let's keep pushing. Love you all. Thank you.
No, it was a strong drive. Well done.
First driver in the current era to beat Max Verstappen in his own backyard, and he nicks his catchphrase as well.
Very intentionally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Simply lovely, dude. Now Lando Norris has got crystal balls coming to Netherlands, coming at Zandvoort and things simply lovely after hammering Max Verstappen by an astonishing 23 seconds.
So good job, Max. We got what we thought we would today, so head down. Nice job.
Yeah, difficult race, sad, but something too, so it's okay.
Yeah, good drive, Max. We weren't quick enough today, but you got everything that there was in the car, so well done, damage limitation.
Confirmation Red Bull did not come here expecting or really looking for a victory. And look, it's only the 4th time this season that Max has had his Championship League Cup, but on a breezy day at Zandvoort, there feels like a wind of change in this championship battle. 9 races to go, a lot of points up for grabs.
9 and say 9, 7, 63. What's the gap between the two? So you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 75 points between. You have 70 points between them two. 63 points up for grabs. Damn, definitely. You know, McLaren should very well target for Max Verstappen. They'll get close. I don't think they'll win it just yet, but they'll get close. Max Verstappen will be a 4-time world champion, but constructor titles should be in the bag, and there was literally no point in pitting George Russell. Did not get the fastest lap, neither did Lewis. Lando Norris ended up taking the fastest lap, and yeah, race win. Beautiful stuff here. Amazing. What a drive, and simply lovely, as I said. Max Verstappen and Red Bull, they did think of, maybe we will not win here, but maybe next time. It's first driver in current era to beat Max Verstappen in his home. Well, not just in all the eras. No one has ever beat Max Verstappen in his home. Let's see how the interaction between them goes.
Lando now, the whole stigma of the starts and not being able to win from pole.
I don't know. He just went for a handshake. Like, I've just seen them go for taps and everything, but yeah, handshake just seems a bit too formal, a bit too officey. Not sure.
Podium and a fine drive for him from 6th on the grid. The margin of victory in the end, 22.
I missed out on Charles Leclerc. By the way, great drive. P3, amazing. Like, he started P6, and especially those undercut against Russell and Piastri. Driver of the day for me. Lando Norris, another amazing. Like, I wish there could have been 2 driver of the days, 3 if I'm getting one. Why not get another one? Perhaps I'd get one for Lewis, but yeah.
No answers to it today. Oscar Piastri continues his record as the only driver to complete every lap of the 2024 season, and Carlos Sainz finishes in the top 6 for the 6th consecutive race, and for the 4th consecutive race here in Zandvoort in the top 5.
That's a cracking lineup on the podium, isn't it? Norris, Verstappen, Leclerc.
Honestly, I was about to say that when I saw the teams Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, future of Formula One here, and even the drivers. That's, as Martin said, cracking lineup that on the podium. And the post-race interview is hosted by. Let's just listen to the interviews.
I think it's not really the result you hoped for.
You always try to do better. I mean, we had a good start, so we tried everything we could today, but throughout the race, I think it was quite clear that we're not quick enough, so I tried to be second today.
Well, the start looked really, really nice. I mean, everybody was cheering you on. All the circuit went completely crazy on the grandstands. Did you dream a lot last night about the start, how you would manage to turn one?
To be honest, not at all. I know that we have good starts, so I was quite confident that we would have another one, and luckily it was like that. And then, I just tried to do my own race, and that was my race, and that was second today.
Anyway, good result, I think. Not that you hoped for. Maybe some words in Dutch as well. Misschien in Nederlands wat te zeggen.
Ja, natuurlijk. Kijk, het liefst win ik natuurlijk vandaag, maar ik kan ze niet allemaal winnen. En ik ben natuurlijk nog altijd heel blij met P2. Ik hoop dat iedereen ervan genoten heeft. En tot volgend jaar.
Top man. Congratulations, well done. Good job.
Yeah, I agree with him. There's no need to dream about the perfect race start when you constantly have them. Let's not change. Let's not overcomplicate things now, do we?
Wow, what a race, starting P6, finishing B on the podium. Unbelievable result for you and the whole team.
Yeah, very, very surprised. I'm not very often happy with a P3, but I think with today's race we can be extremely happy with the job we've done. On a difficult weekend for the team, we've been struggling from Friday until the race. In the race we found some...
Yeah, I know what he's going to say. Difficult race and still managed the B3. That's a dub for us. But bro, the watch he has, man, the white Richard Mille. Oh my God, I wish.
Like this. Yeah, as you said, strategic. I think it was a really good call from the team. But also with the start, you passed Perez. Was also a good move.
Yeah, also at the start, I knew it was a big opportunity. I didn't know that later on we will also have the pace to keep him behind, but I knew that the first lap was an opportunity for us to gain 1 or 2 positions. I went for the pass, it all worked well, but never would I have thought that I would stand on the podium after such a difficult weekend for the team.
Anyway, congratulations, well done for you and the whole team, and good luck next week at the Ferrari's home track.
Thank you very much.
Next week we cook, alright, Tifosi?
Fred Vasseur, the Ferrari, the Tifosi.
Lando Norris, you are a Heineken Dutch Grand Prix winner. How does that feel?
Thanks. It feels amazing. Yeah, once again. I wouldn't say a perfect race because of lap 1 again, but after was beautiful. The pace was very strong. The car was unbelievable today, so I could get comfortable. I could push and get past Max, which was the main thing, and just go from there. So honestly, quite a straightforward race. Still tough, but very enjoyable.
Did the orange army help you a little bit?
Did what?
The orange army helped you a little bit because.
Yeah, I mean we have so many fans here, so it's beautiful. I mean I have a lot of Dutch fans and Dutch supporters, so I thank you very much. I mean I'm sure some are a little upset, but I hope it was a good race, and yeah, a lot of them supporting me, so I appreciate it a lot.
By lap 18, when you passed Max, would you knew that already that you would win that race?
Yeah, I mean I think from quite early on actually, from probably lap 5, 6, 7, I expected Max to start pushing and get a bit of a gap, and he never did. So from that point, I knew we were in with a good fight. But he seemed to just keep dropping off, and my pace was getting better. So it's a nice feeling inside the car, and especially when I got past, I could just get comfortable, I could push, I had clean air, and that's always a big help.
Well done, man. Enjoy the moment, and good luck next week.
I will. Thank you, man. Thank you all.
Andrea Stella, the McLaren team principal, said before the race, when you have a fast car, you need to make sure that you do your best to running clean air, and that's what they got on lap 18.
That's plenty of clean air, dude. 22 seconds. Like, fuck's sake. Fuck, and even the fastest lap. Like, if it wasn't for lap 1, I think this really well could have been his first Grand Slam. And yeah, Orange Army here. I mean, they're supporting a different player, but your team, Chelsea score again, man. Chelsea have scored 6th goal here. Real Madrid's match starting in 15, so I think I'll end my stream before that. I think I'll just listen to the cooldown room and we'll end it because there's really no point in listening to. I was about to say that that's national anthem, but there's no point in listening and watching the celebration because I can show it to you guys. But wait,
shall we?
How far were you from?
20 seconds or something, 22 seconds. Yeah.
Did they run the upgrade? Because I saw that he ran in FP1, then he took it off in FP2, Lando.
Yeah, but then they did run it right at the end. Or did they?
I don't know.
As a dad, proud father.
But it will spin.
But straight away, it wasn't like a hurricane.
But it was very low grip in general. I found it.
They both me and Oscar.
Yeah.
What lap time did you do at the end?
39. The final lap, but half a second.
You did.
Yeah, but it's around here, nothing.
Yeah, true, yes.
100% appointment. They were not quick, Mercedes? Or
not on the hard, because George was third after the on the mediums it was okay. Hard, oh my god.
Oh my god. 4.
apologies for any. Come on, Crofty, go on.
I think there seems to be a different expression on the faces of the 3 team principals we saw there. Apologies, by the way, for any language that you may have heard from the cool down room that you didn't appreciate. Lando Norris.
Oh, I appreciated every single one of them. What was I gonna say? Yeah, just a general race debrief. Let's end the stream, yeah, because I can't show you the podium celebrations anyways. I think it's better to maybe just end it. Charles is coming onto the podium, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it for whatsoever reason, make sure you drop a like and subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and make sure you follow me on Instagram. Well, I don't really think you've enjoyed the stream. Like, I haven't enjoyed it at all, but this is way too formal, and I didn't like my shirt at all today, so maybe that's a contributing factor to me being a bit, I don't know, out of energy or something. Yeah, but thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Harsh, Jay, and Shambhu Rajay. Well, welcome to the stream. Not welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming on to the stream. As you can see, my sleep deprivation is finally, not finally, it's taken over me for a long time right now, and I appreciate you guys joining. Thank you so much. So yeah, not wasted. I don't know when the next stream is, by the way. I'm still on an apartment, and I think when I move into my new apartment, I'll be a bit more sorted, and streams might get regular. I don't know if there'll be a F1 Manager stream in between, but I expect, of course, the Italian Grand Prix. But I was F1 here. This Rocky in my hand, but yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you didn't, but do make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's @dnyanraj.dg. Yeah, it's me. It's DG. It's time to sign out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Trophies are being awarded, then there will be national anthems and then the podium celebrations. But as I said, there's no point in showing it to you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.
Do you remember when you walked away? When all of our embers became ashes of grey. But I've been going time again and time again. I hope that you will see my heart too. But you don't remember me like I remember you. Like I remember